What is going on, guys? It's your boy Mosballin, and this is actually a voiceover. But yesterday we figured out that packs were gonna drop today with all these super moments, and we had to sell. So I got on late last night because I wasn't home, and I just had to do it. Had to. Like, it's so real that you gotta figure out when market is gonna crash. Like, when the market crashes, you want to make your MT back and then some. You don't want to lose out on the opportunity to make money. So today what we're gonna talk about is how to know when packs are gonna drop and all that good stuff, and to kind of anticipate market crashes, and two, how to sell your cards, when you should sell them, how to sell them effectively, what prices you should be putting them up for, how many hours, all that good stuff. So we're gonna talk about that real quick with this voiceover. I'm sorry, I was streaming last night, so if you guys don't follow me on Twitch, make sure you do so. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. You hit a little heart button after you click on the link down below that says my Twitch, or you could go on Twitch app and just hit Mosballin. So right now I'm actually trying to sell back all my moments cards. It was late last night, so I knew I couldn't put them up for a lot. I just had to put them up for the cheapest. I was so sure the market was gonna crash that I just did it. So right now I'm looking at cards, checking their prices, trying to figure out how much they go for, and I put them for a little lower. So the Kemba said 22.5, you throw it up for 22.4, you know you're gonna sell it. So I did the same thing with all the cards. I was looking them up. This Blake was driving me insane because I kept trying to change the buyout just to figure out like what's the cheapest one going up for. Usually when you're buying or selling cards, you want to know how much they're going for, and you try to figure out your price based on that. You want to know if you're getting it for a cheap price, a good price, a low price. So what you do is you scroll all the way to 4-hour mark usually to figure out how much they're going for right now. Like, how much are people just chucking it up for? That's when you can find snipes. When it's closer to the 4-hour mark, 12-hour mark, or 24-hour mark, that means it just went up. So right now you can see that this Blake Griffin is going for about 45k. That just went up, but you can do 49 regular. So it's good stuff to know. It's good to keep like an eye on to try to basically figure it out. So right now I see there's a bunch of Jokic's all the way in the beginning, so I know the price eventually drops. I lower it. I'm sorry for the cartoon thing. I'm sorry I'm speaking so fast as well. Like, I'm just trying to like get this out there so you guys can understand, especially with the market being how it is. I want you guys to know what's best for you. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as possible. A lot of people have been complaining about the tips I've been given, which honestly they've been working for me all year round. Just right now KD has had a really bad week, so don't blame me on that. Clay just heated up, so his car is gonna go up eventually. I did not tell you guys to do anything. I was telling you guys what I do, and it's been working, and I'm very patient. I'm not in a rush whatsoever, so I'm good to go. I'm gonna make my money back and then some. So don't overreact ever. It's a market. It's like the stock market. If you ever figure out the stock market or learn how to do stuff like that with business, you know that this is not you making money right now. This is you making money in the long run. So right now we see AD's about 32k. I know that's what I gotta put him up for if I want him to sell ASAP. I wanted them to sell before the cards came out. A new market was crashing once again. Just awareness, really being aware, knowing what's going on. So I want you guys to know that the best time to sell a card is always going to be the prime time. So every person, no matter where you're from, you have your own server. So if you're in Europe, you guys have your own auction house server, even though you might not think so. In the US, we have an East server and a West server for sure. I think our auction houses match or mix up. I think we have the same auction house whether you're East or West. Pretty sure Europe has their own auction house, and I'm pretty sure like Australia and like Asia has their own. So make sure when you're putting up stuff, you're just aware of what is going on with the market in your area. So what you guys really want to do when you put up your cards is make sure it ends at a time that a lot of people play. So here in the US, you want it to end at around 8 to 10 Eastern. That's the time where a lot of people are on, whether it's West Coast, East Coast, all that good stuff. That's when cards go for the higher price. When you sell at night, especially cards that you could bid on, if you sell at night, those cards are gonna drop. Like I'm talking about like drop. Like, you're not gonna get bids that go up really high. You're gonna get bids that are low because there's not that many people on to bid on it. So just be aware of what time you're putting it up. Don't put up a card at like 2 a.m. for 4 hours because nothing's gonna sell at that time. You want to just work it at the good times. I usually do 4 hours. I don't like doing 12 and like 24s, even though sometimes like you feel like that's better Only do a 12 if you know that's when it's gonna end at a good time, like if you can't put it up later on in the day. I do 4s like if I could get on before. This is how I do my cards. I don't actually put my starting bid and my buy now price differently. Some people do that, but I make sure my starting bid is the price that I want it to sell for. It sometimes takes longer, sometimes you'll get the card back, but this ensures me that I never lose money on my card. Because now if I put it up for 10k as the starting bid, and then whatever I want it to sell for a little higher, then it's not gonna work for me. Like, what if somebody bids on it 10k and they don't buy it for the 22k, but this card's gonna sell for 22k? I know it will. I just gotta be a little more patient. I just gotta wait a little bit longer, which honestly I don't, because by the time I put these cards up, I'm pretty sure it sells. So yeah, just literally just work out your auction house. Just figure it out. Make sure you know what you're doing. But yeah, honestly, this stuff is just kind of like not trial and error, but you learn from experience. So you just doing it more and more is gonna make you better at it. It's honestly not that hard. I'm gonna show you guys how much I was selling these cards for today and yesterday. Some of these I woke up and they didn't sell because, like I said, it was late when I put these up and I knew it, but a lot of them sold real quick, like before I got off and within the hour. Some of them did not, so I sold them this morning, and I know I already made my MT. Like, I'm gonna be able to buy back all these cards without any trouble whatsoever. I'm going for J.R. Smith. I've been uploading a lot of how-to videos, a lot of things to try to help you guys with the auction house, how to help you guys get your collector levels up, your tokens, how to go 12 and all stuff like that. So if you guys are new, please make sure you like, subscribe, share this with your friends if it helps in any way, shape, or form. I know I didn't talk about anything crazy, but people have been asking me like how long I should put cards up for, what should I make the starting bid, stuff like that. If you have a card that people are really in demand for, like a pink diamond, make sure you don't put a buy now price. You don't want to sell it for 100k. You want people to be able to bid on it. And like you guys can see, like Kemba sold instantly. Like, I didn't even finish doing what I was doing. You got cards like this Blake that just sold for me today. I did it this morning before the packs dropped. Like, I woke up early, put it up, and it sold for this much, and now packs just dropped and this is what the cheapest one is going for. So I know that they're gonna drop even more as more and more people pull. Make sure you guys are sniping silvers. I have a video down below on what cards you should be sniping and stuff like that. If you're sniping heat check cards, don't be impatient. Learn what cards you should snipe now. So a good thing I'll tell you guys is make sure you figure out what cards always are really good and what cards are going to go up in value. So you got Luka, Jimmy Butler, and Embiid. Those guys are actually going to go up in price. I feel like this is a good time to snipe them when they're really low. Get them out the way, buy them. And look at this, these were cards were selling like instantly, like as soon as I put them up, and I did not care whatsoever because I knew the price will drop, and they did. Come follow me on Twitch. We're going to be streaming in a little bit. I hope this was helpful in any way, shape, or form. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask me and I will make sure to answer it. We're putting up more cards right now, trying to bid on cards. If you bid on cards, you sometimes get lucky. You can win them for really cheap, and a lot of people don't notice that. So do what you got to do, guys, and make sure you're taking advantage, figuring out how to work this market. If you have personal questions, feel free to tweet at me. I've been answering back every single comment I see. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later. Ballin' out.